Alright, I assume we're good to go. Alright, cool. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Nincompoops podcast. I'm your host, Paul, along with my co-host, Jeffrey the Green Rex, Dean Cloud Sleeper, and my friend Jim, Alter Evo. How are you doing, everyone?
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
I wasn't sure at first at the beginning. I guess we stopped that discussion really short about the countdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. So, sorry, we're a little late today. Something came up last minute for Paul. He had a last minute, well, not last minute, but a dinner popped up around the time we usually start. So we had to postpone it till 8 o'clock.
Well, I wouldn't even say normally when we start, because we were planning to start at 6:30 today.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, for everyone, that we're gonna try to start at 6:30 from now on for Wednesdays. That way, we can meet up earlier, and then if we do run late, we won't be running too late into the day, and we'll have more time to work with.
Yep.
And another thing is that sometimes Paul's mom likes to sleep a little early, so sometimes Paul will get in trouble if he talks in a normal volume, which is what happened last week.
Maybe an adult, but I'm still a child.
Yeah.
Loser.
I still live with my parents.
So yeah, we're gonna update our thing on YouTube and Twitch, saying 6:30 instead of 7. But know that we won't always start at 6:30 because things happen. And Kenny, again, I apologize to you Kenny fans out there.
No.
We
apologize. We
apologize.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a hole.
Put down your pitchforks and torches. All right, calm down.
We're sorry.
I mean, you could put them back up. Technically, we could have waited for Kenny because he would have came in around 8.
He said 8 to 9 ish, which can mean anything between 8 till 9:30 or something.
We're still within that realm.
We are, but
we're still within the Kennyverse.
If Kenny joins us, he'll join us. But yeah, I think 9 is a little pushing it if he doesn't show up till then. So yeah. But yeah, basically this week we actually have no topic today. We're actually going to start off with absolutely nothing because we haven't really done a fully unstructured podcast where we just talk about random shit completely. Because usually we start with one topic and then we just either delve into free flow where we just talk about whatever, or we just keep it very structured or something. Especially when we do a guest, because when we do a guest, usually we talk more about the guest because we're just introducing them to you guys.
Yeah, this is partially my idea with doing the free flow thing, because I was mostly the one in the group that was pushing. Let's just do no topics and just go with, because we've been having a lot of practice ever since we first started doing this podcast.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
we have more practice. We're not as easily just gonna sit in awkward silence for at least 5 seconds before someone's maybe I should start speaking up or something because this is real bad.
Yeah. Especially that very first episode that we did, it wasn't saved, so it's gone forever. It was harder than we thought it would be because we were okay, now we had to talk. Come on, keep it going. But I think after 11 episodes, with this being our 12th, I think we got better at it. So we're gonna try doing this completely, just off the hip.
Amazing.
Yeah. And what's up, people in the chat? How you guys doing?
Yeah,
actually waited.
Messages.
Wow.
Yeah, they're saying messages.
They're where were you sons of bitches? It was my fault immediately.
Yeah, blame it on Paul.
Yeah. If you guys want to be upset at me.
I am upset.
There you go.
Yeah. What happened was
upset.
what happened was that it was my mom's birthday yesterday, and we were planning to do a hot pot thing at home, which I just learned yesterday that we had actual devices to do a hot pot. So but unfortunately what happened, my mom got sick yesterday. She developed a cough. I was oh no. Exactly. I had the same reaction. But she's nah, it's fine. It's something with her stomach or something.
Thanks. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Yeah, she seems fine today. So
that's
all
good.
All good.
Yeah.
Not like it's not like presidential levels of medicine and recovery for her, but it seemed to do the job. Anyway, like my sister and I got like the ingredients yesterday and decided like cook it up today instead. But there's also what happened is we also got our mom a doorbell thing, like with the camera. It's not the Ring, it's like something else, but I forgot what it was. Arlo or something. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
And yeah, we just tried to set that up. Didn't have the right drill bit. Still have issues with it. I'm gonna go over to like Dean's house tomorrow to borrow a drill. But then this was already like pushing 6:30, and I told the guys like, I probably won't be able to make it. You guys should probably start. And they're like, nah, we'll wait. I'm like, okay. So we did the hot pot, and yeah, it was different from how I've normally ate hot pots whenever we go out at restaurants or something. This is like more like, instead of like one deep bowl of soup, it was just like more shallow and just more like, it felt more like sauce for rice bowls, or if we were eating with noodles, or
just like a sukiyaki kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said sukiya.
You're not a hot pot type of guy either, right?
I'm not. I just ate it today just because, like, it's dinner, it's food. But also, like, my sister and my mom seem excited for it. I was like, I'll just tag along.
Spending time with family too.
Yeah. Indeed, we don't often like eat dinner together, which is a rare occurrence. Mostly, we just like eat whenever one of us is hungry, and we just do our own thing. And then we're done eating, just like separate. Well, not even separate, because we're just still like eating by ourselves anyway. We all have like different times where we're hungry and eat.
Okay.
Yeah. It took much longer than I thought it was, and I finally like finished like eating and cleaning by the time it was like 7:50.
Wait, what time did you finish eating dinner? Just curious.
7:45.
Wow.
We started later than I thought we would too, because like this was like different from how I normally view hot pots normally whenever we go out. So I was like massively confused. Like, how does this work? I don't understand.
What do?
Like, I was like, normally I just get like a bowl of soup and we heat the stuff in the middle and just put the stuff in, and it would just like put in the soup and just eat it like that. I was like, no, there's like rice and all that. It's like, I was like, oh, I don't understand. This is too complicated to me. And they're like, Paul, it's not hard. I'm like, I don't understand. I'm like,
oh boy.
My mom low-key got mad at me. It's like, why are you dumb? I'm like, I just don't understand. So yeah, that's why we started later today, because they're all waiting on me.
Yeah, we were just chilling, just catching up on things, like individual things, of course.
Yeah.
What would be the cutoff though before everyone in the group who's already here ready for the podcast? Like, okay,
I think
screw it, we'll just start it without them.
I think anytime before 9. So I think 8:45 is the latest. I think we should start.
Yeah.
Oh, that's late.
That's very late. But then,
late.
It's like it's either we do a podcast that day or we just skip one.
We haven't skipped one though.
We haven't. We've been good on that, even though we haven't had everyone from the earlier episodes. Like Kenny again isn't here because he has I think he had work pop up late today where he had to work till like 8 or 9, so that's why he's not here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Jeffrey was gone for I think 2 weeks because of school, and then Ron hasn't been here since like the early days, so he's. I don't think they're like really thinking about Ron too much.
Yeah, remember what he said last week?
Who was that guy?
He was gonna be in the podcast, but he's like, nah.
Yeah, I think did he get drunk instead or something?
Yeah, he got drunk instead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, by the way, Ron came back for like a week to visit.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And just chill, but yeah, he's leaving today actually. So
tonight,
rip.
I thought it was like leaving yesterday, because I always heard like it would be leaving on Tuesday.
Yeah,
apparently, what happened was like the reason why he wanted to leave yesterday, so he can do shooting range, but they told him he couldn't do it anyways, so he was just like, all right, never mind.
Damn.
Yeah.
If I knew that, I would have gotten my free haircut done.
Yeah, you could have.
I don't think he wanted to.
I literally just got my haircut yesterday.
Yeah.
Nuts. But yeah. Also, I totally forgot while we're also eating the hot pot, the vice presidential debate was also on TV as well.
Yeah, I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm surprised that this home was watching the debate.
What?
Really?
Wait,
yeah.
Who the fuck's watching it?
It was my mom and Big Ron.
What?
Nani?
Whoa.
Yeah. I thought you guys were pretty apolitical.
Yeah.
I'm apolitical. I didn't think Ron would.
I think Ron has gotten a little bit interested, but I didn't think he'd be the type to watch the debate though.
Yeah, no, he kept asking like, "Fucking when's the debate?" I was like, "How the fuck do I know? I don't give a shit."
He didn't. Did he ask you, Jim, when it was?
No, he didn't. No.
Wow, he didn't ask me either.
Yeah.
He didn't ask the two most political junkies in the group.
Well, he was busy in the living room, so he didn't really like go back to the room and like ask.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah,
but still, I figured he'd like ask you to ask us or something, but I guess not.
I'm surprised that he watched the vice presidential debates. I didn't even watch the.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Debates.
Yeah.
That's because we're doing this.
Interested in the presidential ones.
Yeah.
I think I would have watched it, but we were doing this today, so I was like, yeah, I'd much rather do this.
Priorities.
It's the vice presidential debate. No one really cares about that one as much anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been better though than the presidential, just because I feel like they're more like sharp on their topics they're talking about.
Oh no, it was the same as the presidential debate.
Just a lot less interrupting.
Well, that's what I mean. Like they actually kind of like spilled the beans more.
Well, I think regardless of how well they speak, the candidates are as bad as their the other person on the ticket. So it doesn't make too much difference.
I mean, from the little bit I heard while eating, it's just like it's just your typical platitudes and cliches and talking points and all that.
Yeah.
Nothing really new.
Yeah.
Nothing that I didn't already know, anyways.
Honestly, as much as I don't like Trump, he makes debates more interesting. He breaks the format of it just being like the back and forth. He makes it very unpredictable.
Yeah, he plays the flute, basically.
Yeah.
It's the presidential debate is another one's next week, correct?
Yeah, but obviously a lot of stuff happened between that one and the last debate.
Yeah, it's definitely in the air.
Yeah,
COVID having
on Thursday?
Trump having COVID. I think Thursday of next week, I believe.
Yeah, Thursday next week.
I'm still really down to do that drinking.
Oh,
game.
the 15th is the next one. So yeah, Thursday of next week. Yeah.
Thursday next week.
I'm down to do a drinking game.
Right. Jim's gotta do it too, man.
What you mean, man? I ain't going nowhere.
You got any chew highs lying around, Dean?
No, I
He's got
don't.
one. Yeah, he does. He's got one can left.
That's my one can. That's for emergencies only.
Yeah, when we open it, it's gonna expire. I'm pretty sure.
It's not gonna expire, Jeffrey. It's chew highs we're talking about.
Does alcohol even expire?
No, they don't. Well, to the best of my knowledge, no, they don't.
I didn't think they did.
I would assume maybe the carbonation expires at some point, but I have no clue.
It might take a while.
I'm like a Neanderthal when it comes to alcohol. They're all more or less the same to me. I just assume alcohol would just be like similar to like wine, where the longer you let it sit or whatever ferments or whatever the term is, it gets better with time. Or in the very least, it just doesn't expire.
Yeah, pretty sure it doesn't.
No, yeah, alcohol doesn't really expire, but it works a little bit differently than wine. You want to go comparing it with wine.
What causes like some drinks to expire and some don't? Because milk can definitely go bad, but why doesn't that affect other products? You would wonder.
Oh, I mean, I mean, aren't preservatives? Yeah, I mean that is one thing. I don't know. I think with milk, because it's natural, it just expires. Whereas with like wine and alcohol, you just put a bunch of shit in it, and then it's okay. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is way above our pay grade.
Well,
In terms of
if
stuff.
you-
I realized my mistake when I asked that question.
I mean, no, it's fun. I mean, if you look at milk, right? Milk. If you look at like fresh milk, they don't last that long, right? Normally,
Yeah.
you want to finish it within
Definitely.
like the first 48 hours, maybe 72 generously. That's fresh milk, like right out the cow. And if you want to make it longer, that's why we buy most of the milks we buy are pasteurized, so that makes it more like longer lasting. And it's good for us too, just so that it cleans out the bacteria and the little microorganisms. But nonetheless, pasteurized is what we always normally buy.
I thought it was just the refrigeration that causes the
Refrigeration really helps as well, but then if you have refrigeration and pasteurization, oh god, I don't know if that's the right word, but that'll make it longer lasting.
What does it mean by pasteurized or pasteurized or whatever?
It's turned into
term.
paste.
Oh no, I don't want to drink milk as a paste.
Dude,
Milk paste, yum.
imagine being the first guy who milked a cow. He just went up to a cow and started like jerking it off, and milk comes out.
I'm pretty sure he didn't jerk it off. I think he sucked off the
Hey, I reckon he probably just like sucked on it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he sucked on the. Yeah.
Like you like see the calves do it, or like I remember when I sucked on my mommy's
Yeah.
titty.
Like, I'm sure the guy wasn't a pervert where he was like, I just want to jerk off a cow. But he was probably like, oh, okay, if milk comes out of a woman's breast, then if I do the same thing to a cow, milk will come out of that too.
I wouldn't be surprised. If
Yeah.
But some guy had to suck it up
and
and was like, all right, just time to give that cow a handy.
Oh god.
I can almost guarantee you it would be almost 9% chances like it was like almost sexual in nature.
From the audience, there's a question. What do you guys think is the most aesthetically pleasing sidearm?
Well,
Is that a
It's from
Or-
Kazuhira Miller 69.
does that mean gun or something?
Yeah.
we were
Oh.
talking about cows and like titties, and now we're like talking about firearms.
Well, this was, I think, in between when we were talking about cow titties and stuff.
Oh.
I
Just
want to talk about my cow titties.
But just letting you know, audience, for this episode, we're doing a free flow where we just mostly just talk about what we want to talk about and just see where it goes. We won't really try to just kind of stop what we're talking about and talk about the questions you're asking. Which I'm not against you guys asking questions. Just know that we're not gonna always answer
Yeah.
because we were already talking about something.
We got an
But-
answer for pasteurization, by the way.
Yeah, actually, no, that's correct.
Mildly
Cool.
heating food products such as milk to kill pathogens. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's
That's-
kind of like boiling water to
All
kill
right.
shit. Yeah.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
All right. But all right. Well, I'll answer your question real quick, Mr. 69. Aesthetically pleasing firearm?
Yeah, that's what he says.
I always thought that the I don't know which one's the correct term, like M416 or the HK 416, whichever one. I
I'm
always thought
pretty
that
sure
looked
that's a
dope.
rifle.
That's a
He
rifle,
said
dude.
sidearm, Paul.
Sidearm?
Yeah, sidearm.
What's your
Oh,
main
I thought
weapon?
you
bro?
God
said-
damn.
I thought I said firearm.
Bro, I can imagine Paul having a fucking M4 and his.
That's
I know,
my
right?
that's my
Like,
that's my
That's in his
sidearm.
pistol holder. In fact, it's like hanging on the side. Like, it's banging.
My
against his
main
ass cheeks
my
when
main
he's
weapon
running.
is like an RPG.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
main.
No, probably you're holding who knows, a brownie.
A railgun.
A brownie. Oh man, I always love brownies.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
so
the brownie
delicious.
that you eat.
Nice
The
and
brownie
sweet.
that is a military weapon.
Nah. My
It's the
primary,
chocolate brownie, bro.
That's my primary weapon.
That's his primary weapon. It's
I
freaking
think a
dessert.
D-Eagle would be a nice, aesthetically pleasing sidearm.
He
Yeah,
throws
eagles
the
are
brownie.
really
It explodes.
aesthetically pleasing.
You want some milk with that?
Because like Counter Strike or something.
No, I think D-Eagle just looks great. Or a Glock. Glock's more like small and compact.
Aesthetically pleasing though.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean to be effective.
Yeah, it just has to look nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of like sidearms.
Now we know, Paul, because your sidearm is an M4.
M4. I guess the M9 looks kind of nice. But it's more like a pea shooter than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know much about gun models, and then so I'm not gonna really comment because I don't know what the models are. Some fucker once like, because I was debating this one guy because he wanted to talk about guns, and I was like, okay, I'll just give my piece on it, and he was like, and I used an AK-47 as an example, and he's like, aha, I gotcha, the AK-47 is not a good gun. I'm like, oh, okay, like what the fuck is your point? Like,
what were you debating?
At the time, I held the belief that I think there should be more regulations on automatic rifles, and then he's like very pro gun, and he was against what my stance was, and he was like he did a gotcha where he was like, where I brought up an AK-47 as an example, and he was like, aha, the AK-47 is a shitty gun, get wrecked, and
isn't that subjective though? I have like a friend. And that I think Jeffrey also knows in real life as well, who thinks like the AK is like a pretty good weapon.
Well, apparently it's not a very good weapon, but he's mentioned that as if like my point was completely destroyed because of that. It's like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Okay, I hear there's like a huge debate over that though, because there's like a lot of like people who are like the AK-47 is amazing, and then other people are like saying like, no, it's garbage. It's like the M4 is better and all that.
Well, again, I'm not a gun guy, so I can't argue.
Yeah, I think it's just subjective, really. Depends what you're looking for.
Yeah, I can't argue one position or other, because, again, I don't know gun models. Like, my list of gun models that I know are, like, 5 at most. Like, there's the AK-47, and then like, the AK-48, 49, 50. So it's...
Have you ever shot a gun before, Jim? Like an actual...
No, not a real gun, no.
Not a real gun? Just, like, the pea shooters?
Yeah, me either, man.
Yeah. Like, I'm not against it. It's not something I get really excited about. Maybe it's just something I need to do one time. Maybe I'll like it then, but...
Yeah, probably. Understandable.
Yeah.
Like, I know Jeffrey's definitely shot, and Dean, despite what he just said earlier, is also shot.
Damn, I thought no one caught that.
I caught it. I have, like, ears of... I was about to say ears of an eagle, but I was like, wait a minute, do eagles even have, like, good hearing?
I thought you were going to say a hawk, and then I was going to ask you the same question. Like, do they have ears, Paul? I don't think so.
Great minds think alike.
I know, right?
Or very similarly. I think the first gun I ever shot was, like, right before I got into freshman year of high school with that, one friend of mine. He was like... I think it was... I forgot what the pistol was. It was like a pistol, and then... I also shot an AK as well. Wow. Or at least, like... It's like a semi-auto version of it.
Yeah,
I shot a Super Soaker once.
Yeah, those are very dangerous.
Those are also very dangerous, but also... ton of fun. I haven't shot a Super Soaker in years.
I think they might be out of business, right? Because I don't really see commercials about them anymore.
I think so. I haven't seen them either. Yeah. Back when during that brief time I worked seasonal over at Target, I didn't see any like Super Soakers. But then I also reckon it's winter. It's winter, so
yeah. For those of you who don't know, Super Soaker is basically like the Nerf of water guns.
Yeah.
I remember like so many commercials on those all the time.
Yeah, all the time. I remember bringing them to the swimming pool and that's how you fill it up quickly, right? You open up the little cap and you let it fill in quickly.
You let it sink into the
pool. You dunk it in the pool, recap it, take it up, and then you start like soaking each other.
Yeah, and you got each other wet and slippery.
I miss those
everyone wearing white t-shirts.
Those the summer days where you just like not a care in the world. You're out of school and you're like, I'm just playing the back or the front yard.
Dude, that's why summer used to be my favorite season, like by far, because it was like there's no school, you just fucking play with water and shit. And now it's just like, now it's not special anymore. You're just fucking burning and sweating and miserable the whole time.
I just want to go into a pool and swim.
I think the last time.
Great. Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, I think the last time I've seen Super Soakers a lot, it was like before when we started hitting a lot of the drought problem in California. Like this was like in 2011, 2012. I used to see them at Target. I remember in like just those years. But then I think sometime when we started having droughts a lot, super soakers are like gone. In my opinion, is what I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, because I definitely have not seen anything since like high school. I think at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. I totally forgot about the drought thing where literally just like all water activities just more or less just disappeared because we're like we need to save water.
Yeah, I remember we were in a drought for how many fucking years? It was so fucking long. I think it wasn't announced over until like a few years ago, like 3 years ago maybe. It went on for a really long time, and yeah, I remember the fountain at my school, like the community college I went to. It was just like they turned off all the fountains and shit. It was just there for like no reason, basically. I'm not sure if it's on anymore because I don't go there anymore. But yeah, we were pretty strict on water for a while. And that might be why we don't sell them anymore. I don't know.
Probably.
Speaking of super soakers and stuff, I know there's one country that does this celebration where
A super soaker celebration?
yeah, something like that where they bring like super soakers and stuff, and you play with them pretty much. Like you get people, you shoot at other people. It's like a big event. I forgot what country. I think it was Korea. I can't remember. But yeah, one of the Asian countries. I was kind of jealous because we were leaving. This was back in my military days. We were leaving and the thing just started. And I was like, no, I want to be there too.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. That's all I have for that one.
So back to the cow thing a little bit, because I know Paul wanted to talk about it. So, Paul, would you like to tell him why we call you the cow pegger? Oh, Paul's internet went out.
Yeah, I think his internet went out.
Dude, why does Xfinity do that so often?
I don't know.
Because, like, every week, there's always been a problem where we just lose connection. Yeah. And I think it's happened during the podcast, like, twice now.
Yeah, every time it's Paul, like...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. I noticed, too.
Did they just, like, randomly shut off people's Wi-Fi for, like, a good minute? And then
Could be. I mean, it happened to me this morning, and I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones experiencing it.
Mine's,
a lot
like,
of people...
late at night.
Same. Mine's late at night as well. Surprisingly, it happened this morning.
Yeah. That's really shitty, man. I wish, there's Paul.
Here goes Paul. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Oh, hello?
Why?
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Internet cut out again. This has been a very daily occurrence for me.
Really?
Yeah. It's normal at this point. I just have to wait like a couple seconds or a couple minutes and it eventually just reconnects itself.
Yeah, it's pretty bullshit, man. If you guys don't know, in the US we have a monopoly on internet service providers, so we pay for whatever service we can get. Like, you think we have options with like AT&T and Comcast and I think Verizon's in the area, right? This area?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I had Verizon for a while.
And you think that you have choices, but the fact of the matter is, back a few decades ago when internet companies were first being a thing, there was like a whole bunch of them, but eventually, like 2 or 3 big ones just kind of swallowed up the rest. And now, even though there's competition between AT&T and Comcast, they both reached an agreement where it's like, hey, you and I are both in this. We can give our customers really shitty internet, and then they'll pay for it anyway because where else can they get internet from?
Yeah. And
it's just a giant monopoly. Whereas if you go to South Korea or Japan, their internet is rated like amongst the best in the world because they don't have that like level of a internet monopoly there. So what we have here is like a third at the very least of what they get, and that sucks. And that's what's fucking up Paul right now, and the rest of us actually.
Yeah.
Well, as much as I agree with that, that's actually not what fucked me just now, or like this past couple of weeks. It was actually I'm pretty sure it's just like my Wi-Fi adapter specifically for my computer that's like either cutting out or whatever. Because like I still have like Wi-Fi easily on my phone. That hasn't cut out. It's literally just my computer, and specifically that it just cuts out All right, cool.
It's like a
I thought your internet just like died. Yeah.
Nah. Just literally my computer. But I mean, that's not to take away what Jim just said. That's what he said is 100% true.
I have a extra Wi-Fi adapter if you need it. It's a PCIe.
Mm.
I mean, if you're dropping by his house tomorrow, I might as well just grab that too.
Remember when I asked Ian about where his Wi-Fi was?
Yeah.
Adapter? And then he said he didn't know where it was.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I think like 2 months ago, he found it on his desk.
What?
And I was like, I've been looking for this.
Dude, because I could put like all of this junk on the desk, and so that's why he loses things. There's too much shit on there.
I was like, I've been looking for shit. You can't find it.
Do any of you guys have like Ethernet cables, or just like all Wi-Fi?
I have a Wi-Fi. I don't have
wire. I always prefer wire.
I am wired. Sunday's computer is wired. Big Ron's computer is also wired, and then Ron has like the power line thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he's like wired, kinda. And the only computer that's not wired is the living room computer. Yeah. It's starting to die out. I think the motherboard's starting to die out. So I'll have to replace that soon. Probably the end of the month.
I can't wait to be on my own. I think I'll probably like once I'm on my own, I might just build myself a new PC.
A new PC with one at home? You wildin', dog.
I mean, I'll probably be like living on my own at that point, and I don't want to like carry this giant thing around.
What about just getting a laptop? That way you can, it's more portable.
Yeah, I mean like definitely getting a portable laptop for when I'm like traveling a lot. But if I'm like stationed in like one area, then I'm like, okay, I can just build myself a new PC.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was good. The only thing was like them kicking everyone in that one building that reside to a different building. That was the shitty move. Cause I had to carry this giant ass thing all the way, and it's like 2 streets, like 2 blocks, pretty much.
Oof.
I have to walk.
That sounds heavy. And also like scary too. Like I don't want to drop it.
Yeah.
Cause like most normal things, if you like accidentally drop it, there might be like damage, but it's not gonna be like catastrophic.
Yeah. I think when I shipped it
drop
here,
your PC, you're fucked.
Yeah. I shipped it here, and holy shit, the thing was so bad. Like the side panel was done. Everything still worked perfectly, but the side panel was kind of like.
Oh, that's right. You did ship a computer, right, from Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I think it went by boat. I think the movers fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like a lot of padding for the travels.
Yeah, bro. I mean, not gonna lie. I did pay professionals to pack it, but the inside was like kind of hollow. That's why I think like the side panel broke.
Yeah, probably. I think there was like some space in there, wiggled around.
Yeah. Freaking. Well, I was happy though. I didn't have a laptop. Nothing. It was just for like a whole month. Of 2018, like the first month of 2018, I didn't have like a computer. I was kind of jealous. Everyone had like their laptops and stuff. There's me, like, nothing, just my phone. My phone didn't even work because I still had my Japanese iPhone, and the only way it works is from Wi-Fi. So every time I leave, I have nothing.
Yeah.
Sad days, man.
There's another thing I wanted to bring up. I forgot what it was. I'm just like brain farting hard.
Is it?
Was it the cow titties?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the cow titties. No, something like computer related, but I'm not. I don't remember, and I'm not gonna bother. It wasn't that important, anyways.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing I remember.
Gotcha.
But speaking of cows, so Paul, would you like to tell everyone why you are a cow beggar?
We never brought this joke up inside the podcast,
dude. That's
true.
true.
You just brought it up and over. It's like me talking about, like, hey, Jim, you ever want to explain why you hate all Jews?
I never said I hate all Jews, Paul. Come
until
on.
we talked on this podcast today. Until now, it's almost the equivalent.
Paul, that is libel. You are sued. You are served, bro. I'll see you in court. I have a lawyer or a future lawyer in the chat right now. I can use against you.
I also know a future lawyer too.
He's also in the chat.
that, and also I'm related to someone who's planning to be a lawyer.
Oh shit!
But yeah, well, I bet my friend lawyer will beat your related lawyer any day of the week.
This is practically the equivalent. It's practically equivalent. Like, I think my dad can beat up your dad.
Oh my god.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Oh, dude. So, everyone in this call right now probably knows. I think maybe Jeffrey didn't hear it, but so I threw up my back on Saturday.
Oh, and, right, yeah.
So, I woke up that Saturday morning, and my lower back was hurting. I was like, what the fuck? I guess I slept wrong or something. And I leave for work at 3 p.m. And then as I was changing, my fucking back just fucking threw out. I was like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, I couldn't even put on my pants. I was like, what the shit is this? I had to, like slowly slip it into my legs and shit.
It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes
and then I couldn't walk, and it just fucking hurt so fucking much. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm 23 years old. This shouldn't be happening already. You know, like, I just should be happy when I'm like 60 or some shit, not fucking 23. I'm still young. I'm still hip. And then I was hurt, dude. Like, I couldn't move, so I was like, fuck. I got to call off because I can't walk. And then I would lay down, and I was just like stuck there. And if I were to move over to my side, it took like a lot of fucking effort. And
how is your back now?
It's better. It still hurts a little bit, but I can walk now, and that's like really all I can ask for. Before I was like laying on my brother's bed the first night, and then he was going to go to sleep, so I had to get off it, and I tried to roll off the bed, but I couldn't even do that. So he had to like pull me like as if I was like a corpse or something off the bed. Yeah, and I walked my way over to my bed and fucking laid down, and that took a lot of effort too.
Oof.
And I was just thinking like to myself, like, damn, remember when you didn't have back problems?
literally a couple hours ago.
No, like the day before. It was literally the day before. Like, we were just playing Among Us, and it was all fine. And then the next day, like, my back was like H70 or some shit.
I thought you said you got after like waking up from a nap.
Huh?
I thought you said you.
No, my lower back was hurting after I woke up, but then like I pulled it when I was changing my clothes in the closet.
I see.
To my work uniform.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's when I realized, dude, youth is not forever. I'm gonna die someday.
Youth isn't forever, man.
Like, if you're like watching this or listening to this and you're still young, treasure your lower back while you still can. It's gonna.
By young, we mean like around the age of 20 or below.
Yeah.
That's still young. Any number after that, it's game over, man. It's over.
Dude, if my back is fucked up at 23, imagine when I'm actually like 60, if I get that far in life, or if I live that long, because I don't know if I'm gonna live that long, bro.
As long as you make it to the magical number of 69, that's all I can really ask for.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
If the worst age to die, 68. Yeah. Terrible way to go.
Especially the day before your birthday.
The day before. You need to at least make it to 69. Alright? Then you can like cast off into the great beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'll last to even 60 though, with the way I eat.
Oof. But your back has like slowly been getting better, right?
Yeah, it's been getting better. I'm not paralyzed for, a week or something. That's good.
Yeah.
I can walk again.
Yeah, you don't want to be paralyzed.
Yeah, I want to be paralyzed. Jeffrey's already saying it, dog.
Jeffrey gotta kick my ass, bro.
I suggested like let Jeffrey know or something. He's the expert when it comes to back pain.
Nah, not an expert. Just I know some just because I looked it up.
Yeah, Google's expert.
I mean, I already mentioned it. I already told you this before the day you like hurt your back, but I had like a similar thing happen to me, except for like for my neck when I woke up. And I think I was also around the age of 23.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, is that when I took you to the chiropractor?
Yeah, I had to go to a chiropractor. I had like my younger sister like drive me, just to like find a place, and I had you drive me there to actually like get the work done. I think the only reason why I had to like immediately go to a chiropractor instead of just like I'm just like wait it out like Jim here is that I literally had like a judo final coming up.
Yeah, that was the reason why.
I'm like I can't afford to wait to like this like work itself out. I need like I need this fixed now, otherwise I'm gonna fail this class. I'm not gonna fucking fail judo.
Yeah, if I was in your shoes, I would have been like, "Fuck, man, I can't judo with my neck like this because I'll just get one RKO and I'm dead, bro. That's all it takes."
Not even that. Just like moving my neck like a degree to the left or right. Like nope, game over. White flag. White flag. I can't do this, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'd probably go to a chiropractor too if my back persisted the way it was long enough. But because it's been getting better, I'm just assuming completely that it's like hopefully just a one-off thing, and not something that's gonna need permanent fucking help or something.
It's not gonna be a one-off thing. Once you get older, it'll be like, oh shit.
Well, it would have been a good time to go to a doctor if you had insurance or can actually afford to go, or if it was for free. You know about that.
Yeah, but Medicare for all is a stupid plan that won't help me in any way.
Apparently, is what we're told.
Yeah.
Literally from everyone.
Yeah, if you guys didn't get the hint by now, me and Paul really want Medicare for all. Because, it's like the most common sense policy in the world, because every other developed country has it.
Healthcare, please.
That's all we want.
That's all we want. We're simple people. I just want to go to a doctor.
Until then, if my back gives out again, I'll be setting up a GoFundMe so you can pay me there. This is just a message from, hopefully past Jim to future Jim who threw out his back again.
It'll happen again. You're only getting older.
Hey,
yeah, I know, right?
Quick, Paul. I just got a question. Like back to the judo final you're talking about. Like if you didn't go to the chiropractor to get your head snap, which I really like hearing, by the way. Well, what do you think? How do you think you would have done on the judo final?
I'm like, teacher, I'm not doing this. I don't want to die. I value my life too much. I would have just like failed the class.
You had to like go against one of your classmates, I assume, right?
We had to do like demonstrations. We had to like do like there was like a written portion of the test, but we also had to do like live demonstrations and see like, okay, this is what you do in this instance, and this is how you do this move and all that. I've forgotten like 90% of that class because that was like 2 years ago. But I would have liked to like remember. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what the final was. Had I like continued on without the chiropractor, I definitely would have just like failed the class. Because even though I had like an A, because it's not hard, I probably would have failed just because like it's the final. There's only like a midterm and there's a final, and I'm not passing class only to like take the midterm.
Yeah, I was in like.
You probably would have snapped your neck when you're like doing your final without the chiropractor adjustment.
You hear the neck snap like.
Yeah. So Paul, yes, Jeffrey. So I hear your neck is hurting. So you're like technically a cripple, right?
Oh no!
Cracks knuckles.
Oh, the cripple joke. How did that joke even come about again?
I think we were all playing Minecraft, and then Jeffrey was in it, and then Jeffrey was talking about how he had to like talk to cripples in like a class event or something.
All right, yeah, kinesiology.
And then Jeffrey was like, "Fuck, man, I want to do that." And we're like, "Damn, bro, you hate cripples or something?" And then we called Jeffrey what was it, Jeffrey the Crippler or Jeffrey the Cripple Beater or something?
I forgot.
It's not true.
I forgot, but we made a bunch of jokes where it was like Jeffy, the type of guy to push a crippled halfway across the street.
Absolutely not true. My
So
heart would ache if I do that.
That's how that started.
Yeah, let's show us.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. We had a similar situation with another friend of ours that he was playing League of Legends with us, and then this is one enemy player whose username was like something Khan, and then he was like totally like ripping on Mongolians. He was like, "Yeah, I'm glad the leader of Genghis died or something."
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a good guy though, but like that just cracked me up.
Yeah. It was so random. It was like we're just playing the game. You know, we're kind of. I don't think we're losing, but we were dying a lot, and then. You know, the anger just got the best of him.
I have not felt the anger from a video game in a long time. Or at least, probably this entire year, just for the simple fact I've only been playing single-player games. With the exception of, like, Among Us.
Yeah.
That's it. We may have played, like, Battlefield 5 a little bit earlier this year, but that also did not last long.
It was fun, though.
It was fun, but I think that game was in our... Or at least for us, it was within the death throws. Or
Yeah,
we just, like, stopped.
It was. I mean, we got it for what? Discount?
We got it for discount.
Yeah, I got it for cheap, I think. It was fun when it lasted.
Yeah, flying the planes.
The tanks.
I don't get like annoyed with video games when I play with friends. Like Among Us is one of those games where like you shouldn't get mad if you're like losing or something, because it's just just a friendly game the way I see it. It's not competitive.
Indeed, yeah.
And then when it comes to games that are competitive, I get annoyed more because it's like like you're playing your best and some random guy just doesn't plays awfully. It gets frustrating there. But then if you're playing, yeah, you're selfish, bro. Then single player games, yeah, it's a lot more relaxing to me because usually the only person you can really blame is yourself if you're not like doing well or something.
I mean, sometimes you can blame the AI sometimes, depending on the circumstance.
That's why we play
it depends. Like, with Fire Emblem, I get annoyed when they fucking, like, have a 50% chance to hit, and they have a 1% chance to crit, but then both happens, whereas you have, like, 99% chance to hit, you miss anyway, you're like, what the fuck?
I hate those so much. 99% chance. When I see 99% chance to hit, my mind just overrides it, like, that's practically 100%. Until it's not. And then I just, like, surprise Pikachu face when that happens.
And then when they 1% crit you and then you have to reset because you lost a unit, you're like, fuck, I have to start all over.
It's annoying, but when you have like that rare moment when you're at the end of the level boss and you're like, my guy is not, there's a 99% chance my guy is going to die unless he hits like this 1% crit. Otherwise I have to restart the entire level. And then it happens. The most amazing thing in the world. It happened one time, and I think it was in Fire Emblem Awakening, and it was on that the military level at the end. And I just needed that 1% crit to happen. Or no, actually, no, it was even more amazing than that. It was like someone did a crit onto me, but then like partner jumped in to block it. I was like, oh, and then my guy did a crit and then won the level. It's amazing. I was like, yes, I don't have to restart the level.
Yeah. Fire Emblem RNG puts you through a whole bunch of emotions.
Indeed. It's a roller coaster. It's amazing fun, but at the same time, incredibly, like, rage-inducing.
Yeah, so if, for those who don't know, Fire Emblem, if you play the classic way, which is like when your unit dies, you lose them forever, so you don't get to use them for any future levels. So we play with that, and then every time a character dies, we have to start the level all over. And it's just for the sake of keeping every character alive. We don't technically have to do it unless it's like a very important character, but we do it anyway because just gotta keep everyone alive.
Which is kind of silly because they put in an option where like if they die, they just come back after the level is done. Technically,
that's for casual, right?
It's casual, but technically when we restart, we're more or less just doing the same thing, except it's taking us a much longer time to do it.
And we have to tweak things sometimes too. Like, it just depends on the level, really.
It's certainly not how the game was intended to be played. It's just like if they die, they die. All right, continue on. But we don't. As gamers, we're like, no, I need everyone to survive. It's the same thing. Like I'm like stocking up on like supplies and potions. Like I'm like gonna save these for when I need them, and then never use them. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, when you get the legendary weapon, you just never use it because you're like, I need to save it. You're like, it's also the last level, but I need to save it.
Or if you're going through like a dungeon, I'm like, okay, which way is the objective? I'm just whichever way is the objective, I'm going the opposite way.
Yeah,
I need to find loot. It's just amazing, like what kind of like how this stuff builds up over time, like through like gaming culture, or just like even if you didn't even know about the culture, it's just something that people instinctively do.
Yeah. It's like how when you play Pokemon and you're battling, you just spam A to do more damage, even though it does literally nothing.
I know, right? Or when you try to capture a Pokemon, you just like, spam A and down at the same time.
Or when everyone plays Smash, they just press A button and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not me. Alright, I actually...
This is one person we played Smash with where all he did was play Bowser, just spam down B and just hope it killed us. I was like, what the... You think that was gonna work?
That person may or may not be in chat right now, actually.
Or you play as Kirby and just suicide, you know what I'm saying? You eat him and suicide.
It's usually like Donkey Kong or Bowser that's like the jihads, the suicide characters.
The suicide squad.
Mm-hmm.
Simon out of the way, man. Throw that holy water on you.
When was the last time we played Smash anyway?
I don't remember, man.
It was at my house, I think.
Well, definitely, because your house is where things happen.
Yeah.
It must have been probably like maybe a whole year by now.
Yeah,
actually.
it's already a whole year by now.
Yeah.
Normally, Jim would bring his like Switch.
It was back in the day of our fighting phase.
Pre-COVID as well.
Yeah, pre-COVID as well.
Well, a lot of things we did were pre-COVID.
I mean, you guys more or less are still doing the things.
We weren't playing the Switch as much, but occasionally,
yeah,
we do things. Yeah.
What do you guys normally do when you guys hang out? Because I'm the one who's like super paranoid about COVID. I'm gonna do everything I can to just like lock down.
We're just chilling.
Nothing.
We're just, sometimes we play TFT. Just hang out, watch some videos, anime.
Board games occasionally. Yeah, occasionally we play Yu-Gi-Oh too. Occasionally, anything we've done in the past, we just do a little bit of each. It's not really one thing what we do like a lot of anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair too, like I haven't been really like hanging out, so. But yeah, I probably with what Jim said is what we normally do nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Some crack.
No. Plug up cocaine or upper butts.
Yeah. You know what I really miss? I miss the hookah days.
I was never there. I did my own hookah days.
Oh.
It was every night.
I didn't have any hookah days.
Because you're a good boy, Paul.
Yeah.
I was never invited to hookah, I think.
Oh shit!
Yes,
you guys never invited Paul? Damn. That's.
No, I think we did, but like I think, or if we didn't, then that would be because we know that it's not really Paul's thing. But yes, that was back in the day when like there was like some around in our area, but then they closed out, so we don't really go anymore. We don't really do it anymore, but it was fun.
What do you guys think about like smoking in general? Not just like cigarettes and weed, but even just hookah or vaping. Because I'm actually not really for any of those. Like I'm not gonna stop someone from doing it, but I just don't really see the point in me doing those things. So I'm just like, eh.
I don't know. For me, I think hookah's okay. In a sense, like the non-nicotine ones.
Yeah, I agree. I'd go with non-nicotine either.
Does it like make you feel more relaxed or something? Because aren't you just like breathing in vapor?
Yeah, I'd also like because I think you guys explained this to me before, but I forgot what the effects of hookahs.
For me, it was just like we're hanging out, we're drinking, and like what do? It's a bar. It's not like a club where you're dancing. It's just you're listening to music, sitting down, taking a drink, and then hookah. Like
yeah, it's pretty much.
It's just I guess it's just a way to relax and like do other things besides because
So it's like the social aspect that makes it more okay. So it's not like any chemical or any biological reaction to it.
I don't think so. It's just
what? Wait, what? So it literally doesn't do anything?
You're just like it's like just doing it to kind of fit in, basically, or kind of.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. There's like no effects to it. Pretty much just. At
least with weed, you get high. And I don't smoke weed, but you're getting something.
Might as well just be like blowing bubbles at that point. Then
honestly, yeah,
practically the same thing.
Dude, imagine everyone's just like those bubbles. They're just blowing bubbles everywhere.
I think it'd be a lot of fun, but they don't have those. Okay, they only have hookah.
Welcome to the Bubble Lounge.
Imagine if like SpongeBob and Patrick opened up a bar or a club.
Hookah is just adult bubbles.
Instead of like water and soap, is just smoke.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, and then like hookah does have flavor, but you barely taste taste or smell the flavor. I don't know. It's just something to do.
Yeah, it's like it keeps your mouth busy, and it's like a social thing. I guess it's the best way to explain.
Yeah.
You can kind of enjoy the flavor as well.
If I want to keep my mouth busy, I'm just gonna go eat food.
Yeah,
the thing is, at the lounges normally they do have food there, so you can like eat and snack
and smoke. Apparently,
and smoke.
I refuse.
I've never done that. All I've been into are like hookah bars. So
you know what it is, Paul? We're just not cool, man. We don't do things for the social aspect. We just do what we want to do.
I want a benefit. I want to get something out of it. Just to like, I'm just hanging out with friends. Like, bitch, I could do that anywhere and not have to spend money for it.
Yeah, if I was like at the bar and you guys were doing hookah, I'd be like, all right, you guys do you. I'm good.
Force
you.
Yeah,
I don't feel like enticed to do it because everyone else is doing it. Is the thing.
If there's like some kind of like effect to it, I'll probably be like more inclined to like try it out. But if it's like, we literally just do it for the look. It's like telling me like, I drink alcohol. You don't get drunk, you don't get tipsy or anything. You just drink it just for the social aspect.
Like it's water. Like, yep, that's it.
It's just funny tasting water. I'm like, what the fuck?
just drink water that you don't get fucking.
I would prefer that someone get drunk out of it. At least you get something out of it. But just like I'm just doing it just to do it. I'm like
if you guys were smoking weed, I was like, I might dabble. But with hookah, where there's like no like benefit, I'm just like, I'm good. I'm chilling.
I like your idea, Jim. I like that. If you're gonna do it right. I'd probably take THC into. I'm with you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I should do it. I mean, idea-wise, yes, I would, but I think I should stay clean.
I just can't believe there's like no effect with like hookahs.
It's like you go into a bar and everyone just like puts a dildo up their ass. And you're just like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, that's just what we do. And you're like, why? I don't know. It doesn't even feel good. We just do it because everyone else is doing it. It's just like
the social aspect.
It's a social aspect.
We should change it up instead of like asking like if your friend were to jump off a cliff and you fall down.
Maybe we should put a dildo up our ass in the bar. We should just take it out, man.
If everyone you knew were shoving dildos up their asses, would you do it too? I guess I would, Mom.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's very interesting.
It's a social thing. Join in. No, I'm out, dude. I'm in the same boat with you, Jim. I'm out.
Hookah's basically analog vaping. That's true. Yeah.
I guess there's just some things in the world we'll just never understand, Jim.
I mean, again,
what do you mean by analog?
So.
Maybe it gives some people high. No clue.
Oh, you mean analog?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what it means by analog vaping.
It's just like basic. Basically means basic vaping or whatever. It doesn't have like the advanced shit like the nicotine or.
I thought vaping was the basic stuff.
Yeah, because you hear another saying that it's just no electricity. So basically, you don't really have like a motor or.
Aren't bicycles just analog motorcycles then?
Practically.
Yeah. And then dildos are just analog vibrators.
I mean, I guess that's true too.
the nicotine from Hookah for at least relax. I mean, if there's nicotine and it does make you feel relaxed, then that's fine. But if it's just like basic ass vapor where it doesn't make you high and you're just smoking it, I'm just like, huh?
I'm just making smoke with my mouth. Ooh.
Yeah, I guess if you want to puff like smoke rings or whatever the fuck people do, I guess
that's what I would see people do.
Yeah, if I want to do that, I just put my face inside the refrigerator and just like blow air. Practically the same thing. A lot less work too.
Yeah. You know what? That's what I thought vaping was. I thought people were just sucking up water vapor. I was like, what the fuck? So you like boil water in this small little tube and then you breathe it in? Like, why? But it turns out there's actually like other shit in it. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess.
I guess so. I mean, if we ever want to know more about that, we go just ask our resident vapor.
Yeah, Jeffrey. I'm just kidding.
I don't really.
None of us really vape though. Dean says he only does like hookah from time to time, but.
No, I mean, I'm talking about our friend from Washington.
Oh, yeah, him too.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Oh, we can't say the name.
Oh, right.
Yeah. How do you not?
Okay.
Jeffrey, I'm disappointed in you.
Paul, he's gonna forget our names at some point too. He's like, and who are those guys I did the Nincompoops podcast with? Jim.
If he remembers the podcast
I don't think
name.
so. Yeah, we did the podcast called the Nincompoops or something, right? All right, we're an hour and 1 minute in. How do you guys feel?
I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good.
Yes,
You guys want to keep going, or you guys want to end it here?
I think this is a good spot.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Normally, I give a speech about the intro or the outro, but I don't care this episode because I'm chilling. So check out our shit. Description below. We start at 6:30 p.m. every Wednesday now, or at least we're gonna try to. If you're on Twitch, check the description below for the YouTube. If you're on YouTube, check the description below for the Twitch. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Have a good day.
Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.